guys, and welcome back to our channel. Today we are going to be doing kind of an update video. The next video that was supposed to go up a couple of weeks ago was a Q&A, and we still plan to do that. It's just that some things have happened over the past few weeks and our lives have kind of been in
crazy mode.
Yeah. And like, just being honest and frank, like, YouTube is, I don't want to say at the bottom of our priority list, but as far as like things that we need to get done in a day, it definitely falls towards the bottom, whereas it used to not. I mean, when we were daily vlogging, it was like YouTube all the time, and we had to make sure that we had it done, and everything else got put on the back burner. And
well, and it's also harder because I'm not at home anymore to work. Right. So
it just makes it harder, and if there's anything else kind of crazy going on in life, then we just are not good about being consistent. So today is just kind of going to be a quick update to let you guys know kind of what has been going on. If you follow us on Instagram, then you're probably more aware of what has been happening. I haven't even been great about updating on Instagram. Truthfully, we both deleted most social media apps off of our phones. If I get on something, it's usually on the computer, and it's usually to update Instagram. But even like over the past 3 or 4 weeks, I've only updated like maybe twice. So we've just been, life's just been crazy. So to rewind a little bit, right before I turned 14 weeks, I woke up at one morning and I was bleeding, and so we went to the emergency room, and I wasn't in a lot of pain, but I'm like in a general amount of discomfort all the time. Yeah. So I think with the bleeding, I was like, I don't feel good, I'm cramping, whatever. Right. When I don't know that I really was. But anyways, the people at the ER were super, super nice. What? They were super duper nice, and they did, hi, a really detailed ultrasound, which unfortunately, if you've ever done an ultrasound at a hospital, they don't say a word to you. Thankfully, Derek was with me, and so he could say the baby has a heartbeat, like the baby's okay.
It looks good.
Right. Are you picking your nose?
See, no, I've got something in my mouth that I want to get out.
Anyways, and then I also noticed that there was actually blood in my urine. Like, I wasn't only like bleeding that way, but I was also bleeding the other way. So anyways, it was just, I think, all around a good thing that I went. I did have, like I said, blood in my urine, like that came back on the report. And I had bacteria, so obviously I had a pretty bad UTI, which I've had UTIs before, and I didn't have any symptoms that I like noticed necessarily. Like I said, I'm in a general amount of discomfort all the time, just being pregnant. So it's like, what's one more thing? And then it also came back that I have partial placenta previa, which is one thing that I kind of thought about when I started bleeding, because I just kind of, I've never experienced it before, but I know it's a common thing. So we followed up with my OB the next day. She put me on pelvic rest and said, hopefully at my 20-week ultrasound that it has moved. She said a lot of the time that it will move up as your uterus grows. If not, then we'll have to keep an eye on it. And if it doesn't move at all, then we'll have to have a C-section, which it's not the end of the world. Obviously, we just want the baby here healthy, but I'd be bummed. I really want a vaginal delivery. Yeah. Like, that's really something that I want.
Just for the ease of recovery.
The ease of recovery. Easy, but yeah, and just the experience of it. Like, I mean, having a baby is having a baby. I don't think that it takes anything away from it. But as far as like what I want and what I desire for myself, that's what I would like. But like I said, having the baby here healthy, and I would never do anything to risk that. Like, I understand what the risks are and the complications could be if you went into labor with having your placenta covering your cervix. So if you don't know what it is, it just means like the placenta is normally like on the top of your uterus or on the side.
Yeah, like on the side near the top.
Yeah, kind of
away
like
from the cervical
opening.
Indent,
And mine is like, I think the last time we measured it was like 0.5 centimeters away from the opening. So like my cervix opening is here and it's like sitting almost on top of it. So if it gets any closer, or like, I don't know if it doesn't move at all and it's not completely covering it, like I guess it still goes the same way.
I don't know, it's whatever, like you're partial whatever, and then there's marginal, which is where like the placenta is over some of it, but not all of it, and then if your placenta goes over all of it, that's when you're placenta previa, like full, whatever. So, from my understanding.
So, it is fairly common. What else are we dealing with this pregnancy?
I'm going to see the maternal fetal medicine.
Yeah, I really like the OB that we've kind of picked. We're going to a big place that has lots of different OBs, and we've seen several of them, but this one we've seen the last 2 or 3 times, and I really like her. She just seems to be really proactive, and she errs on the side of caution. Like, she had me go ahead and do my gestational diabetes test at 16 weeks, even though you normally don't do it till like 28, but because I am because I'm overweight and considered kind of high risk because of other reasons too, she was like, let's just go ahead and rule it out and make sure that it's not an issue right now. So I did that. I don't have my results back yet, or they haven't called me, which I'm thinking that means it's probably okay.
Yeah,
I've never had a problem with high blood sugar or low blood sugar anyways. And then she wants me, I'm going to a MFM or maternal fetal medicine place for my anatomy scan. She said they will probably do, sorry, Ellie's just
children
like
get into everything.
Everywhere. We're literally sitting on the floor in Derek's office or future baby's room because we knew that we could like wrangle her. Look at her little legs.
Yeah, she's going around because what I said behind you.
So anyways, what was I gonna say? Oh, maternal fetal medicine. It's just a more in-depth ultrasound. We're hoping to have someone watch Ellie so that we can just go and
because it's like a 2-hour. It's when we're supposed to do the anatomy scan as well, but it's like it's like 2 hours.
Yeah, online it said like 45 minutes to 2 hours, but when I was setting the appointment, she said it's normally like an hour and a half to 2 hours. So then I guess depending on what they see, they can also like, what did she say? Schedule more studies, like an echo and different things.
Right, they could do more studies at that appointment.
Right, at that appointment.
Because I guess they would do like an intrauterine echo or I don't know.
Which all of this stuff is literally just precaution. My NT scan was perfect. Like nothing has ever been wrong. It's just, I think, kind of like
they know our history too.
And so we're all just like, this is so insane that this is happening, so let's make sure that the baby's as healthy as it can be. This is a new thing too, is her holding and walking around things. She's going to be, I almost said 2. She's gonna be 1 in like 2.5 weeks. So this little thing is just growing about as fast as she can. It's insane to think that this time last year, we were in the birth state waiting for her to be born. Like, that's just, it's so crazy to think about that. So anyways, maternal fetal medicine, she said that I would probably have a second one around 24 weeks because they like to follow up.
And they like to check the measurement of the heart.
Yeah,
something.
You can see the heart better at 24 weeks or something. And then, what else? I had a high blood pressure reading at my last appointment, but then they checked it manually like 7 minutes later and it was perfectly normal. I've never had a high blood pressure reading, and they did it on like a cuff thing, and they were like, oh, it's notoriously high. But anyways, because of that, she wants me to check it at home some, so we have been checking it and it's been normal. But she did scare me a little bit. She was like, you know, we're checking the gestational diabetes. If you do get high blood pressure, and then what's the other one? Oh, my placenta previa. She was like, hopefully we don't have to put you on bed rest. And I was like, yeah, hopefully. Like, please. I have a 1-year-old. I can't exactly be on bed rest. I mean, obviously we would figure it out. Other than that, I'm almost 17 weeks. I'll be 17 weeks on Tuesday. I don't know when you're seeing this. Today's Sunday, April 14th, I think. Yes. So almost 17 weeks, which is really exciting. I have been feeling the baby move. I'm really looking forward to the time that Derek can feel it move from the outside. I think that'll be really cool. She is tired. She's tired because she wouldn't take a second nap even though her mom told her that she needed to. So anyways, yeah, I'm sorry if we worried you guys. I hoped that most of you, and I did see some of you say, I don't normally follow on Instagram, but I wanted to make sure that things were okay. It's just real life. And like I said, when crazy things are happening and we're barely making it through the day, the last thing on my mind is sitting down and filming a video, even if it's 5 seconds that says, hey, everything's okay.
Right. Well, I mean, and truthfully, like, I'm not at home anymore, and my job is not just a 40-hour-week job. No. So, like, for us to both be in it, it definitely takes some coordination. Yeah. And, you know, life just gets busy sometimes. And we choose to spend the free time that we have together versus just... Not that we don't like documenting the journey and everything, but like the real time together is the most important. So we really been focusing on that, and that's why. Yeah, we really like with the deleting of the social media apps and doing stuff like that. Like we've just really been more intentional with the time that we're spending together as a family. The time that Derek and I are spending together after she goes to bed or before she gets up in the morning. Like to the point of like. We allotted certain amounts of time of
you just see that up there.
TV and video time after she goes to bed. Like we make sure that we're spending time together without any like electronic intervention or engagement with electronics. So like, I know you hit your head, it's okay. We've been like playing cards, and I feel like we're like an old couple like back in the 30s that don't have electricity, but like it's just when you're mindlessly staring at a TV, you're not actually engaging in any conversation or like any type of engagement at all. But if you're playing cards, you're actively like engaging, or like we'll take time and just lay around together or snuggle or go for a walk or whatever it is, versus just like like if you have an iPhone, you get what's it called, the screen time report or whatever, and it was like ridiculous on the amount of time that we were spending. Mine was like
getting near 7 hours a day.
And it's like you turn the TV on to watch something on the TV, then you stare at your phone the whole time you're watching whatever you turned on to watch. So we were like, obviously we don't want to watch whatever we're turning on, so we'll just cut that out, and we don't. Like, you just mindlessly scroll. It's like this habit that is just like, you need to open it up and look. And like, I've truthfully, how long have I had it deleted? Like 3 weeks?
Oh, yeah, almost 4 weeks.
Almost 4 weeks. I've deleted Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and I haven't logged in but once. And that was on our anniversary.
And that was another thing, too. Like, we went through our 9th wedding anniversary. We had Derek's birthday. We just, like... And
we also spent time with our family in Georgia, so...
Maybe we'll do a separate video on... Derek and I have also been realizing a lot of how our relationship suffered while going through infertility and adoption. And even though we're still happily married and we still love each other very much, we also like lost a lot of time and lost a lot of connection and lost a lot of just being the two of us and like spending time together. And so we've been really intentional about that for the last almost month now, of just like, we're all that matters, and we're not running the rat race of the world. We're not trying to get to the next best thing every day. Like we've opened our eyes and realized that like the best things are around us, and we just want to enjoy those things.
We have a nice house. We have a beautiful little girl. Yeah. We got a little one on the way.
Yeah.
So we're just taking the time to enjoy what we have versus following the world of trying to figure out what's next and making something better. So that also includes, like we said, just not really dedicated time to
social media, which includes YouTube.
Which also includes this.
Yeah.
And we love you guys, and we really thank you for your support. But just kind of as a baseline, it's probably not going to be super regular for us.
No, our goal is like once a week. If there are weeks that there's more and we have more to say, or we have more time to say it, then great. If not, it is what it is. I think during our like daily vlogging days, I spent so much time like watching my life through the lens of a camera, and now I'm just like living my life.
Right.
And this girl's growing up way too fast to be not paying attention.
Yeah.
Aren't you? You going too fast?
You see yourself? She loves
1 year old.
The camera. She also thinks that every camera is a FaceTime. So.
So yeah. Anyways, as far as future videos, I do need to get caught up on my pregnancy updates. Like I said, I'm almost 17 weeks, and I think the last one I did was 10 to 12 weeks. So I'll probably do like a 12 to 17 week update. And then I guess, should we also tell them that we do know the gender of the baby?
We do know the gender. We're just not sure we're going to share it.
We are going to share it. We just don't know when. So yeah, I would look out. I don't know exactly when. We did like film our reaction to finding out the gender.
Right.
And just kind of, we did like a fun little like confetti thing, and we took some pictures with some colored smoke around Ellie. And so we will share all of that stuff in the next few weeks.
Right.
I think just like with the scare at the ER and stuff like that, it was definitely me more than Derek, who was like, I want to find out. Like, I don't want to wait. I want to feel connected to this baby. I want to know what it is. I want to know what their name is.
Well, and it's just your nature. Like, you want to be in control and be able to plan.
1,000,000%.
So, I'm like,
yeah.
We'll go with it. So
yeah, we had planned to wait until birth, but I thwarted those plans, and we do know the gender of the baby. So, look out for that kind of stuff. We probably won't be revealing the name until birth like we did with Ellie.
Yeah.
But we're gonna go. We need to go get this baby some.
You want some dinners?
Say bye.
You want some dinners?
Can you wave? Can
Say
you wave
bye-bye.
bye? Bye-bye.
She literally could not care less. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thank you for your support. We will see you soon.
Bye.